I have become as sounding brass or a clanging cymbal. 1 Corinthians 14:22, therefore tongues are for a sign, not to those who believe, but to unbelievers. And 1 Corinthians 14:39 through 40. Therefore, brethren, desire earnestly to prophesy, and do not forbid to speak with tongues. Let all things be done decently and in order. Notice in the first verse that it is telling you that you are speaking mysteries when you are praying in your heavenly language. The fourth verse that we covered tells you that your tongue will either be from men or angels, which means that it will either be a language of this earth or a language direct from heaven. Notice that in the third verse, the Apostle Paul is telling us that we can pray to interpret our own unspoken or spoken tongue so that you can understand what you're praying about. That will lead us right into the next gift, which is the interpretation of tongues. Also, notice that when you are praying in your heavenly language, that you are praying out of your spirit, not out of your mind. You are also praying in the Holy Spirit when you are praying in your own language. With our inability to be perfect prayer warriors with God the Father, this one gift will give you, the children of God, what you need when you yourself want to pray directly to God, but you find yourself falling short in how you want to pray or what you want to pray about. You can just simply go into your gift of tongues with the Holy Spirit and then end up giving God a perfect prayer, since the prayer will come directly from the Holy Spirit himself.
Richard will be right back in a moment to wrap up. But if you've just joined us, you've been listening to Reflections on the Word with Richard Kay. You can hear this message in its entirety again online, as well as Richard's entire archive at talknetworkradio.com. We would like to acknowledge our theme song, How Great Is Thy Faithfulness, from the America's 25 Favorite Hymns album. Unless otherwise expressed, scriptures are read from the Holman Christian Standard Bible, which is published by Holman Bible Publishers in Nashville, Tennessee. Additional resources used for Reflections on the Word with Richard Kay include Great is Thy Faithfulness by Our Daily Bread and printed by Discovery House Publishers. Again, here is Richard to wrap up today's message.
This is a very powerful prayer tool to have in your own arsenal, since you are opening yourself up directly to the Holy Spirit and His ability to perfectly pray to God the Father. You're joining forces with the third person of the Trinity, who is God and Lord Himself, the Master of prayer and intercessor with God the Father. Meditate on this mind-blowing reality, and then see if you will not want to go to God the Father and ask Him to release this powerful gift to you through the Holy Spirit. And that is today's reflection on the Word.
Thank you, Richard. Join us again tomorrow when we continue with the next edition of Reflections on the Word with Richard Kay. For Richard and the entire team, this is Chuck Christie saying thanks for listening to this edition of Reflections on the Word.